Hey guys, welcome back to another video with Carl's Garage. And in today's video, I just want to read this comment here on the screen because a lot of you, I think there's a little bit of confusion. So in today's video, I'm going to kind of answer this big question. A lot of people keep responding to me with things like, I have no open recalls on my vehicle, so what should I do? I get this question a lot. I don't know why people out there with a Hyundai or Kia think that, and myself, before I got rid of it, think that there's no open recall because you Google, your car and you type in your VIN number and, the NHTSA or whatever, or Kelly Blue Book says you don't have an open recall. If you have a Hyundai or Kia and it's between the years I would go all the way back to 2009, but definitely 2011 to current day. If you have a Hyundai or Kia, I don't care what V6, 4-cylinder, especially if you have a 4-cylinder or 4-cylinder hybrid, you have an open recall, 100%. And I'm going to show you that right now with Hyundai, just a Hyundai product. And I actually have this video that Hyundai has on their website, and I voiced over it myself so that I could put it on YouTube, because it has music and stuff like that, and you can't, take somebody else's video and put it on there. So I had to chop it up and put my own audio. But I'm going to read this comment that was sent to me 12 days ago. I'm trying to get through all my comments, and it says, the Miss Libra Princess. Great. So they're having an issue with their vehicle, and then at the bottom of it, they mentioned that they have no open recall. So let's read the comment, and then I'm going to show you that all Hyundais and all Kias from 2011 to today have some type of open recall, especially with the 4-cylinders. The old ones from the Theta 2 engines, they have the rod bearing issue, and then now the oil consumption, which you're going to see in this comment. And then the new ones have piston ring recalls, and they're so new, they don't have enough miles on them to see if they also have that oil consumption recall as well. So just remember that Hyundai cars and Kia cars are all the ones where they had an engine, so V6, hybrid, or 4-cylinder, or even some of the V8s in the Genesis vehicles. All of those engines were not made with the highest quality because Hyundai and Kia decided years ago, I want to say back in 2017, where they were going to move forward with the company in regards to EV. So they knew back then, 2017, and probably earlier, but definitely 2017, that they were going to move forward with an all-electric fleet and phase out ICE engines. So she says, Carl's Garage, I have a 2013 Sonata, and in 2019, I had the Campaign 953 done. Don't know what that is, never heard of that. I've been doing this since 2019, never heard of that. This year, my car was making a crazy noise but not knocking, and my oil light illuminated a few times. I made an appointment with the dealer before seeing this information. Okay, so that's good. She went straight to the dealership, but not seeing this information, the dealership is going to take advantage of you. This is what happened. The day I went to drop the vehicle off, my oil light came on, the engine light came on, the car shut off. I rode with the service guy and the lights came on again and the car was shaking and almost cut off again. After having my car for a week, nothing I mentioned above was listed on my paperwork, or addressed for that matter, but I was recommended to get an oil consumption test done, drive it for 1,000 miles and bring it back, which is common if you know why you're going into the dealership. What's happening all over the country is everybody doesn't know why they're going into the dealership because they might not have had a chance to see these videos or anybody else's videos. But I definitely cover this subject, cover this subject on all of YouTube. So if you don't see this video, or if you don't really know how dealerships work, you never want to go into dealerships with like a vague issue. Hey, something's shaking in my car. They're going to run through. They love customers from working at Firestone and other dealerships all over the country. They are going to, they lick their chops at customers who walk in like that because they know that they can tell you anything and that they have a checklist of things to write down wrong with your vehicle. So even with my Lexus, I know for a fact I have a small, tiny leak out of the timing cover. It's never once been mentioned whenever I go and get an oil change. Never. And you're changing my oil, you can see it. I've seen it on video, but so I'm kind of I don't go to that dealership anymore. But that's just something just to tell you that they can catch things, but they make more money off of other services and stuff like that. They probably seen it and are like, we don't want to handle that, but we can handle, oh, you need tires, oh, you need this, oh, you have a recall. So just to give you guys a little, tip, don't ever go into a dealership not knowing, or just, she said, it's not knocking, but her oil light came on. On my video, I have the video where I changed my oil consumption. Not my oil consumption, where I changed the oil pressure switch, which had to be changed, and that will cause the light to come on. So that's probably the issue that she's having. I doubt that they changed that. But again, this is why you have to do your research when dealing with Hyundai and Kia, because the dealerships are there to take advantage of you. So she said, not addressed on the paperwork for that matter, but I was recommended to get an oil consumption test, drive it for 1,000 miles and bring it back. After the poor service, I did receive a discount on the recommended service. They got her with the oil consumption because they know that there's a new oil consumption recall. And maybe they don't know. I think that they know. If you're a dealership, you know that there's an oil consumption recall. So you know that you're about to get a whole new wave of customers coming in who were once coming in for their engines failing. Now they're going to come in for their oil consumption. They could just keep charging you because that settlement isn't even big enough for the class action lawsuit to be settled yet. So I shouldn't even have to use the word settlement. That lawsuit hasn't been settled. So these dealerships can keep taking people in who have these oil issues and keep doing this thing, but they've been told, don't push them towards a new engine, just get as much out of them as possible. So they know that her engine is bad. I'm going to show you here on the Hyundai official website. Her engine's bad. She has an open recall, but they're not going to tell you. And it's really sad. This happens. I mean, these are just the comments that I've answered that I haven't answered. If you look right here, but if you go through all my comments and all my videos, you can see, especially this video right here. So what do we have? I drive it 1,000 miles, bring it back. After poor service, I have discount recommended, brought the car back, and I was told everything was fine with oil. There we go, right there. After the poor service, I did receive a discount on the recommended service, and when I brought the car back, I was told everything was fine with my oil consumption. That's the biggest lie, because this is what these engines do. It's just what they do. They consume oil and they fail. They're the worst engines on the planet. So that's crazy that he didn't even, and she doesn't even know to ask for the recall, and he's not going to tell her. This was not my initial concern. After seeing your video, I need your help. I have no open recalls on my vehicle, so what should I do? Since then, none of the lights have come back on, so I'm lost. So I responded to her with, I'm very confused when people say I have no recalls, but comment with a problem going on with their engines. All Kia Hyundai cars have active recalls. All of them. Having the KSDS is the only thing that protects people. I hope this helps. And that's very true. And let's head on over to the Hyundai website. So we're at HyundaiEngineInfo.com software update. So this is Hyundai's official website, engine recalls, software updates, check your VIN, right? Even if you come here and check your VIN, it could not pop up. But I'm going to show you something that covers everything. So a lot of people come here, I don't have an open recall. No, you need to automatically call your Hyundai or Kia official dealership. Call them, call a specific dealership, not this, because they update this very slowly. So, but the dealership, especially in your state, if your car is registered in your state, it's going to have that information. Oh, okay. So sorry about that. Yeah. So this right here, this is the knock, in an effort to continually improve our product as prompted in part by the recalls. Hyundai has developed new engine monitoring technology called a knock sensor detection system, which is the KSDS, like I've been saying for years. And this video is very old. This goes all the way back to 2019. If I go back, see, May 22, 2019. So let's click on it again. And then the technology is being installed on certain vehicles through a free software update performed by any Hyundai dealer. Any Hyundai dealer. And again, I can't play this video because it's owned by Hyundai, so I don't want to play it. But again, I have this video on my YouTube channel, so please check it out. It's me doing the voiceover. Hyundai has extended the warranty of these vehicles for both original and subsequent owners for certain engine repairs. If your vehicle experiences an engine issue, please contact the nearest Hyundai dealer for evaluation, determination, of warranty coverage. Basically, that means if you don't have the KSDS, you're not going to get your engine replaced. But this right here, when she said 2013, we'll go back and check. 2013 Hyundai Sonata, right? We're going to click find out if your vehicle is eligible. Now, remember I said you can click this VIN number, you can click this and type it in, it might not show up. You can search on Google, it might not show up, but I'm going to show you right here for all the Hyundais. This also applies to Kia. Bang. Vehicles eligible for a software update. The software, the KSDS, is only out so that it can put your car into limp mode so that you can make it to the dealer. That's the only reason why that the software is out. And right here, 2011 through 2019 Sonatas. And because in 2020, that's when they changed over to their new engine, the new 4-cylinder engine. And when they did that, they got the piston ring issue and stuff like that. So it's very, again, this still covers, so all these 2011 through 2019, these are the same engines that are in the Kias, Sonatas, any 4-cylinder, these are the same engines in the hybrid. So you got the 2-liter and the 2.4-liter. But you notice that this doesn't distinguish from V6, or I don't think they put a V6 in a Sonata, but this doesn't distinguish Santa Fe's. I think they put a V6 in a Santa Fe Sports. But again, you're not seeing anything that says V6. So when people ask me, is my V6 covered? I'm gonna tell you it depends, because it doesn't necessarily say it's covered, but you just never know, okay? You just really never know. So I would use this list and be like, hey, my vehicle falls between, look, 2019, 2016, Sonata hybrids and stuff like that, 2020, all the way up to 2020. This is 3 years ago. Elantra GTs, Elantra Coupes. Look, 2021, 2010 through 21. Look at that. That's how bad. So if you have any of these vehicles listed, you have an open recall. There's no such thing as I typed in my stuff and I don't have an open recall or whatever. If you have, this is the list. I'm not making this up. This is right on there. You need this software. Without the software, you're not going to be covered so that you can get your engine replaced. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. I got family here. We're about to do some stuff for Flash Custom Transfers for the business. Just wanted to make this quick little video to let you guys know that this right here is the list that you need in order to get your car covered. All right, guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to help out as many people as possible now monetize. So let's get this channel big so I can help out people like her and get her engine replaced. Be basic. Peace.